Say something again, Ross. Yeah. Must have had to reset my audio. It was broadcasting. I'm still sending audio out to the feed there. So if you see my mixer on the screen, I apologize. We're just getting things back to order. I can't zoom in on my AI table on Chrome for some reason. They broke it. It's like I'm trying to zoom in with the control zoom wheel in Chrome and it won't let me. Can you? That's what I'm doing. Yeah, control zoom or control plus, even I should be able to do. Control plus. Oh, there. I can use control plus, but not control mouse wheel. That's great. They broke something there. All right, so that's better. All right, let's go back to this place. Say hi to Ross for a minute. What's going on, dude? Nice. Sounds good. Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah, and just good, good. Been working on my car the last few days, so I haven't been keeping abreast to a lot of the AI stuff. Managed to sit in with Ray this morning from Shanghai and got the gist on some of what's going on, which I thought was pretty cool. What did we talk about today? I don't even know if I saved the page. Did I? Yeah, sure I did. Like that Nobel Prize that we talked about last week came to be, most of the Nobel Prize winners had something to say about AI and involvement in their niche, whatever it might have been, to help get them to the level that they were at, especially in places like chemistry and physics and biology. They're using AI like crazy to solve problems and, postulates, theorems, formulas, you name it. This is definitely an increase in accessibility. The Tesla robot, the taxi, the robo taxi, all things that have come around a lot sooner than we thought we'd ever see them. And, the SpaceX being able to recapture its booster rocket at the landing pad rather than having to go out in the ocean on a box and pick it up later and have to recover it. Um, Dario Amati made a prediction the other day that AGI, or Advanced Artificial and General Intelligence, was going to start to be available with capabilities in a timeline by 2026. Mm-mm. Mhm. No. Oh yeah. I don't see how that was what I was mentioning to Ray this morning. It's like any technology you're seeing now in the public for the first time has been around 5 or 10 years at minimum. Usually 10 years is the norm where they make these types of advanced technologies available to the masses, because obviously they're not just going to hand this stuff over to anybody. When it becomes a tool that can both be a prosperous tool and a negative thing as well at the same time, they would have to weed through some of the possibilities and scenarios that we would have to deal with if they didn't. So, and that's why Elon gets so mad about people just saying that they're going to do this and do that and do these and do those with AI, because they're not considering the implications sometimes or the repercussions. So, mhm. Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, could it cause dangerous issues to transpire if something misfires or a wrong command code is entered into a process and then it's expected to do what it's told? Mhm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, there isn't. I don't know. So I was playing around, just kind of horsing around with AI the other day and creating prompts for what have you. And I wasn't sure whether, let me say it, I'm just kind of scrolling here. I mean, I look at this list of prompts, Ross, like certainty, uncertainty, chain of thought, chain of verification, which I thought was really cool. Um, and I look at this as they're really all kind of the same thing. There's not a whole lot of difference behind what a prompt is from one aspect to the other. Like I look at some of these, like you do a lot of catalog and framework prompting. So can you kind of define for people what you mean by a framework when you go to design one using AI? Because I have your conversational framework as well that I'm going to make available to people. We'll bring that up. Here, let me bring that up first. I did manage to find that. Just need to bring it up. So there we go. So this is a conversational communication framework that Ross developed over time. And he made this available in our last season. So you want to just cover this, Ray, while I've got, or Ross, while I've got it up on the screen to give them an idea. If you can see this, you should be able to. I can make it a little larger for you if you need me to, and just kind of walk people through, in essence, what you're doing here with this framework. And I'll walk down as you go. Yes, it is. This is basically set up to communicate to one agent how you want to build a prompt for another agent. I believe is what it was originally. I'm going to do it one better for you. I'm going to go ahead and pull this whole communication framework in here. We can get most of it. That's what I was going to do. I was just going to jump on it real quick and pull up. Oh, I could do that too, couldn't I? Yes, I could. But this one's built into a table at the moment, so I'm just going to ask it this way. So I'm going to basically tell it to ask me the appropriate questions to build a framework for my company. No? Oh, okay. I'm going to build and fill in and isn't going to hurt. Let me try something here. To build this framework for my particular brand, I'm just going to put brand company and see what it does for a result. And again, I'm using the triple prompts here or the triple quotes to show that I'm actually quoting content that it needs to use. I got a share button there I don't need. Oh, that's the wrong prompt. I didn't copy my stuff. Didn't copy what I just told it to copy, man. What's up? Hold on. Yeah, that's just a glitch with Windows 11, I think, lately, too. I've been seeing it more so in Windows 11 than I ever saw it in Windows 10. Okay, copy, back to the prompt, paste. Nope, still doing it. So copy and paste is broke in freaking Windows right now. Yeah, it's gotta be. Yeah, it's gotta be locked. But I can select it. That's the weird part. Oh, you know what it is? I gotta use Control C. instead of I was using the copy paste function. Come on. There we go. So what it's going to do is it's going to read all that. And to build a customizable communication framework for your brand, come here's some questions that will help tailor. So what I could do is add all these questions into a form if I wanted to, and create a process in which I could just answer all these questions and then build my own personal framework for my brand and my business. You can't actually see all this, but it's still building it out. So it's gone through each section that Ross created and is basically asking me a strategical question for all of these aspects so that I can make it personalized to my brand. And this is how we develop a framework for your brand so that every time you work with the GPT, it knows who it's talking to, basically. That's what it comes down to. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Gotcha. Mhm, mhm. Yeah, that had a whole list of them for every topic. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. And that's what I want to build out next because I have if you go to AIOpromptbot.com, you'll see a generator that I created just on the fly. It was a simple form. And all I was looking to do was to help get people a way that they could head over. So this is just an example. So this is AIOpromptbot.com. If you enter the page, it simply spells out what it is you're supposed to do, and that is fill out the form. So the idea is it's based on a simple email. That's all you're going to get is an email. And that's the only purpose behind this prompt bot is to generate a prompt. So you enter what it is you want your AI to do, what kind of goal you want to reach, your company name, your industry niche, your products and services, your business avatar, your client avatar. And we've gone over all this stuff before, Ross, but I think it's very important for people to understand how important these prompts are. And if you're not writing them properly, then at least find a way to do so, whether that's a prompt generator or start saving your prompt templates so that you are aware of the results you're getting with a prompt. And then you know what you can tweak to get the maybe off results that you're looking for sometimes. And in this case, this is for building out an agent. So you would add a role, a persona, and maybe a name to the agent so that you could build a prompt for your agent bot. Otherwise, you just leave that stuff blank, go for the end game as to what you're really looking for, and submit. This was developed on late node, but we've also built this out within three other systems as well that does the same thing. Yeah. And that's the beauty of it. They're all kind of the same. They just have different learning aspects. I did an example before you got here of just generating image prompts and how I could take the same exact prompt, run it 3 times through the same image generator and get a different image every time, and even run it through different image generators and get totally different images that look nothing like the ones that I was getting from the first image generator. So, and that's it's both the beauty and the bane of AI. Yeah, yeah, I totally agree. So we ran a little late, so we're going to start if we even do the podcast or we've done the podcast this morning. As far as the workshop goes, I just want to express a major uh, going forward, and that is the podcast could be anywhere from half an hour to 45 minutes. Today, it's actually been an hour already, just because I've gone through a lot of things, waiting for Russ to show up and cover some things once he got here, and we had a little 5-minute intervention there to just get things up and running. The idea moving forward is to do the half hour to 45-minute podcast following Ray's broadcast. So if you're not familiar with the fact that I do another show prior to this at 10 a.m. Eastern, come by for that broadcast, learn all about New Oaks AI and the AI trends that are taking place. We'll refocus on that here when Ross shows up, and Kari and Lee, who are very well still a part of the broadcast and are working toward being here. We're just waiting for that consistency to step up. So from there, Ross and I will be the key players out here generating content for Best AI TV and Maverick Solutions. Both. You should check your feed. Did yours ever go through? It says it's starting. So we're going to work on automations going forward to produce all of this content for us automatically so that we don't have to think about where's the show being broadcast? How was it? Is it firing yet? Do we have that? We're going to automate all this stuff. And when we're done, we're going to show you how we did it. We're also going to automate faceless video creation. We're going to also automate document creation. We're going to automate image creation. So moving forward, Ross has technically advanced his builds to work in the wild. He has them operate. Tell us some of the bots you have operating right now. Give them an idea of what's going. Just a couple. I think either or. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Bookings. Yeah, there were bookings, I believe, in that case. That's great. Oh, sure. Yeah. That's wild. And that's the beauty of the automation aspect of it. AI is one thing because, and that's the part I don't think is really sunk in yet for everybody is that, yeah, AI is a cool tool, but it's when you actually incorporate AI with the automations that you have something magical. It's not really that impressive of a thing until you can automate it because you could sit there all day trying to generate stuff, headless videos or images or content, and not really get what you want. But once you establish the framework and lock that framework in, and then allow an AI that's flawless to take that framework and develop content repeatedly over and over and over again and just fill in the blanks, then you've got a machine, and it's a hell of a machine. I can't wait to use it more. All right, Ross, I know you showed up late. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take a little break. I don't see anybody here in the feed today, and that's okay. Sometimes we will do these, sometimes we won't, just because of participation. Ross and I aren't here to develop a workshop for ourselves. We know how to do this stuff. The workshop's for you guys. So, if there isn't any participation, we may shut it down for the day and we may record something just to put on the YouTube channel. We are always doing. Ross, where can we find you? Awesome. And if you can't find him, just look for Best AI TV. At the bottom of the page, we have links to those others that are communicating or collabing with us as well down under the referred pages. So just simply head down there and link over to Ross, or head to bestai.tv, which is where you can find everybody involved with the podcast. Just scroll down to the bottom of the page where you'll see Meet the Crew. And that includes myself, Ross, Lee Love, Chris Troca, who still is answering questions about AI for those in the DJ world, and some of the others. Of course, Greg Bernhardt from Shopify bailed. He decided that his schedule wasn't going to accommodate for us, but we did manage to bring Carrie Taylor on board, a gentleman who's just got some amazing things going on, a really heart of gold, if you ask me. The guy's just on fire, along with his wife Kiana, who's out there doing a lot of things in the travel industry. So looking really forward to having Korea on the show moving forward. All right, Ross, let's take a little break. If nobody shows, maybe you and I'll just cover some stuff that we need to cover, and maybe make a couple recordings. But otherwise, if you're here, go register for the podcast on bestai.tv and join us in the Zoom in 15 minutes. All right, dude. We'll see you soon. Thanks for coming. Take care, everyone. Have a great afternoon, and we'll see you next week. So stop by every Tuesday at 11 a.m., where Ross and I are here from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern, helping you learn about AI. Take care.
We're breaking the mold with AI fusion. Let the story unfold. From life to business, the future is here. Unlock the potential, make it crystal clear. Yeah. It's time to fuse, let the sparks ignite. AI in action, reaching new heights. Love and business blending into one. AI fusion, the journey's just begun.